Hi cuties! I hope you guys are doing so well. Today I have a package from Sweetie Nail Supply and they actually sent this package over to me. At least I think this is the PR package that they sent because I haven't opened it up yet, so I'm not absolutely sure. It came around the same time as the other package that I ordered. But anyway, they sent this package over to me. I'm really thankful that they did, and I'm super excited to check out the epicness inside. So let's just get unboxing, shall we? Let's go. It's gonna be awkward if this is not the package that I'm expecting it to be. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, yes, this is the package that they sent to me. Ooh, okay, I'm excited. So there's 2 gel polish sets in here. They're both glittery or cat eye gel or something. Anyway, we're gonna open it up and find out exactly what they are. They actually contacted me saying that they'd like to send me PR literally like a couple weeks after I placed like an $800 order on Sweetie Nail Supply during Black Friday, and yeah, so whatever. I'm so thankful for it nevertheless. And yeah, let's just get into it. I forgot which sets I asked them to send, so this is gonna be really fun. Okay, so the first one is the Rozyhip Rosé collection. This is such a cute box. Rozyhip. The little heart. Define your style with a rosy hip, I think, is what that's supposed to do. But anyway, let's open her on up. Oh, define your own metallic style. Okay, this is the swatch card where we're gonna put all the swatches. And then it comes with a little stand for the swatch card. And then here is where the magic happens. So I think this is a like rose gold metallic liner gel. I think this might be something similar. I don't know, whatever. We're gonna swatch them in like 5 seconds, but oh, what is this? I did not look at this gel set on the website. Also, this is like, I love that sound. Yeah, I didn't actually look at this set on the website. They just told me that they'd like to send me this ones, and I was like, okay, cool. But I think these are kind of like sort of inks, which is gonna be really fun. I've never used these before, and I've been wanting to use some of these inks, but I've just been refraining from buying some. Also, look at the way the bottle is like that. I don't know, it's kind of cool. And then we've got another one of those. And then here are the gel polishes. So pretty. Okay, well, let's just stop dilly-dallying and swatch all of these bad boys. So I'm gonna swatch them on these little swatch jewels, like these acrylic swatch jewels, which I get from AliExpress, and they will be linked down in the description box. Try to remember to wipe off the swatch jewel with some isopropyl alcohol before I swatch it. I'm really curious about these little ones in the pots, so let's do these first. Whoa, that looks crazy. Hold up. Do you see this? That looks like icing. Like, it's such a thick texture that even after they like put it into the pot, it didn't level out. Like, it kept little peaks and valleys from like the thing that squirted it into the pot in the factory or whatever. Like, I have this insane urge to get something and just poke it, like just poke a dotting tool in there or something, but I can't do that. I can't ruin this beautiful perfection. So, dude, that is like butter. Literally, like the softest butter you've ever seen. It almost has like a texture to it. Yeah, it does have some sort of like texture to it. It's not as much of like a liner gel as I thought it was going to be. It's more of like a, like sort of like a, oh my god, my hands are so shaky. I'm sorry. I'm too excited and I am drinking a cold brew. So, oh my god, please. Okay, it's definitely more of like a painting gel, if you will, like a sort of like oil painting gel, I feel like, but it's not the same, but it's like similar. It's what it's reminding me of, because it's more like gritty. Like, it's meant to keep its texture like that. like you can see the brush strokes. Let's try this other one now. Oh, okay, this one, wow, very glittery. Look at that. I've never used any gel sort of like this. It's almost like a paste, like literally like butter, and less of like a oil painty texture. But look at how shimmery that is. Wow. Let's break into the gel polishes next. Oh, this one is RM02. Magical. I'm not sure if this is a cat eye gel, but we shall find out. I love how transparent and shimmery that is. I am so excited to use these. Oh my goodness. Wow. I had forgotten which gel polishes they were gonna send me, but I knew that today I was feeling like doing something more like fairy whimsical themed, because I've been kind of like obsessed with more like whimsical fairy stuff lately. I'm gonna do another layer of this, and I'm gonna try to use a magnet on the second layer and see if it's like cat eye gel. But I've been drawing in my sketchbook more. I drew like these sketches of a little fairy and like a fairy cat, and now I want to do fairy nails, or like just like fairy core nails. It is a cat eye gel! Yo! It is a cat eye gel. So pretty. All right, I'm not gonna talk for like 10 minutes about every single one of them, because then this video might be 2 hours long. So I'm going to go ahead and just swatch the rest of them in this set real quick. We're just gonna speed through it. So actually, while I was swatching those gel polishes, I realized that I need to swatch these ones with you guys because I've never used anything like these before. So I want to just like experience it with the first... Sorry, I just realized that the way that this dips into the corner of the bottle right here, when the bottle is sitting on your desk like this, it creates a little heart with the air bubble. What? Okay, does this one do it? This one doesn't really do it, but these ones do it. This is just like a perfect example of how simple little details just can make everything so much better. And that's why, like, I feel like a lot of people like the Korean nail products, because you could just tell that so much thought and like art and creativity went into like designing not only the product but the packaging and everything, and I just love them so much. But anyway, sorry, what I was saying is that since this is the first time I'm ever using a product like this, I want to experience it for the first time with you guys. So yeah, we're gonna do that now. So I feel like I've seen other nail artists use these type of things before. I'm pretty sure that you need to use a matte top coat with it, but I'm actually just gonna go ahead and try it without a matte top coat first, just for science. Also, sorry if there's like dirt under my nails. I went hiking with my boyfriend the other day, and I like literally had to get down and like crawl down the mountainside. So it was a very steep hike, but it was really fun and I made it and I'm alive. But yeah, crusty fingernails. So here's this one. Yeah, it's definitely like a watercolor ink. So let's just see what happens. Oh, and it's definitely air dry, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna let this air dry and see what happens. Also, sorry for that horrendous noise that just started outside. Hopefully it goes away soon. Yeah, as it's drying, I can tell it's kind of like cracking a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but is it dry? Wow, that dried really quick in like 15 seconds. That's kind of insane. Okay, but I want to try something different. Actually, for these inks, I feel like I need to do this test on an actual nail tip. So I just grabbed these really inexpensive ones that I got from Temu. a long time ago and I don't really use anymore. But I'm gonna try to use a size that doesn't actually like fit any of my nails. This shall do. All right. I want to try to use a milky white base layer and see what that looks like. And then I'm going to try to put a layer of a matte top coat. I want to see if it changes the way that the watercolor polish or what have you works. Also, there's something outside that is like squeaking in the wind and I have no idea what it is, but it's kind of driving me insane and I really hope that it's not picking up on the microphone, but I'm very sorry if it is. Now I'm going to take the same one and just do something. Weird. I feel like there's definitely people who make like really pretty art with this. I don't know, I feel like I'd need some sort of reference or something because I just don't know what to do with it. But it is like a very cool medium. Nice. I think I'll just swatch them like I did for this one though, because you can like kind of see the color nicely on the background of the swatch sheet at least. I think this one is more of like a way of adding like cute little sparse glitters here and there. Very pretty. So here is the Rosé collection from Rozyhip. I've actually never used anything from Rozyhip before this, and I am very impressed. I love how cohesive and different everything is in this set. Like everything is a little bit different. I love all the different mediums that you get in this set, and I think that we can create something super whimsical and fairy-like with these. So I'm really excited. I forgot to mention, but I do have a discount code with Sweetie Nail Supply. It's just Anne10 and that'll get you 10% off your whole order. So don't forget to apply that at checkout before you pay to save yourself some money. So there is another set of gel polishes in this box, but I think I've decided that I'm going to leave it for the next video because I feel like there's just so much in this one collection of gel polishes. Like I really wanted to just spend my time enjoying and focusing these right now, because even though it's really fun to get like the big hauls and like go through all of the different supplies at once, I'm kind of just realizing that I want to try to like take it slower and try to like give myself the time to like fully enjoy each of the things that I get or that I try out. So yeah, instead of trying to mush both of the collections into one video, I will show you guys the second collection in probably my next video. So I'm sorry for getting your hopes up if you were wanting to see two collections, but the next video, okay? I will show you guys in the next video. These are just too beautiful to not be like appreciated and have their own dedicated set and video. So yeah, so let's go do some nails, shall we? I've been with little nubbies for far too long, even though it is quite nice to be able to use like my fingertips. I am really I'm like craving some long nails. So let's go get some extensions on, shall we? Let's go. I was kind of wanting to do some extra long stiletto nails, but I feel like I've been doing extra long stiletto so much recently, so I decided to go with the extra long sculpted almond instead. So yeah, these aren't like super duper long, but you know, they're still a good length. But I'm kind of wanting to do like the Lazy Girl method or the Femi Beauty method with acrylic because I want the base of all of the nails to be like a glittery, milky white color. So I think I'm going to mix together some white glitter and some vanilla cream from the Knot Polish acrylics that I have. I'm going to make a mixture of those, and then that should make like a really nice glittery milky white color. And then I'm going to use the Lazy Girl method, which you guys have probably seen me do a million times, with these full cover tips. And then obviously we are going to do some beautiful nail art with the Rosé collection. So let me just size all of these out real quick. I'm going to try to size them out a little tiny bit bigger than my actual nail because I want to leave some room underneath for the acrylic. Okay, so there's all of my little tips sized out. And I have my hard gel layer on all of my natural nails as usual. And yes, I had a tragedy with this middle nail. Just give you a nice close-up of this sadness right here. Yeah, so something that literally rarely ever happens to me now is my nail lifted. And then I kind of just tore it off, which you should not do, but I did. And then, yeah, it kind of lifted a little bit of my natural nail. So this one is recovering, and we're just going to be a little bit more careful and more gentle. But I do have a top coat on this hard gel, so I'm going to use my little mini mandrel bit, and I'm just going to remove all of the top coat from all of the hard gel layer and just make sure that all of my nails are looking nice and rough and not shiny or glossy. All right, so they're looking super dusty crusty now, but they're all nice and rough so that hopefully everything will stick very well because we don't want any lifting. No, sir. Not again. Because even though I've been practicing for so long and I feel like I do everything very thoroughly every time, there's still those times when it starts to lift. I was actually so surprised when this one lifted. Anyway, let's make a little concoction, shall we? Sort of a custom acrylic, but not really because I'm like making it from other acrylics. So I don't know. It's kind of like a cheat custom acrylic. So I'm going to put this vanilla cream color first, which I'm pretty sure is just a milky white. I'm trying to make only about as much as I'm going to need for this set. So I'm definitely not going to use too much. Okay, that's definitely good enough. Probably a little too much for what I need. And then next, I'm going to put a little bit of the white glitter in there. I don't want it to be like super duper glittery. I just want it to be like a little bit of a shimmer. You know what I'm saying? So that should be good. And I'm just going to put this little stopper back on and hold it tight and mix it up. Perfect. Looks like glistening snow, like fresh snow. So pretty. Okay, let me get my space prepped and ready to do some acrylic. So I've got my dental bib on here upside down because this black part tends to like rub off and stain my skin, which I don't like. So I just keep it upside down. I've got my Auto Shop paper towel to wipe my brush on and my monomer and acrylic, my number 10 acrylic brush. So let's swatch this, shall we? I think I'm actually just gonna swatch it straight onto this paper towel. Since it is milky white, I feel like it'll be easier to tell the transparency on a colored background, if you know what I'm saying. Yes, that's perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. That is so pretty. Wow. I'm actually mesmerized by that. I've done the Lazy Girl method on my channel like a million times, but I like to do the first one step by step with you guys anyway. So I'm just gonna wipe my nails off with some isopropyl alcohol to make them a little less dusty crusty before I do anything else. And then To prep the inside of the tip, I don't buff it or anything or use any sort of like primer. I just use the monomer and kind of like scrub it in there and prep the tip that way. And then I'm just gonna start applying the acrylic to the underside of the tip, starting from the top and making my way down. And when you're doing the lazy girl method, especially with tips that are like more sculpted, you just want to make sure that you're really working like the acrylic or the polygel, whatever you're using, all the way up these side walls of the nail tip. And then I like to put a really thin layer down here at the nail bed area as well. Like a super thin layer, because I like to have a super thin layer set on the tip down at the nail bed area before I actually apply the bead to put it on my nail, because that just ensures that no matter what happens, like no matter the air bubbles or whatever happens when I actually like go to put the tip on, you won't be able to see my natural nail through, since there will already be that little like thin layer of product that's already set. And then I'm gonna prep my nail bed with some monomer the same way that I did the inside of the tip. And I'm just gonna take the tip off the stand, get a nice big bead of acrylic, put it down there at the nail bed area, and then place it on the nail. And then I usually do tend to get a bit of like squeezing out around the sides. So I just take a little micro Q-tip with some isopropyl alcohol and try to clean it up as best as I can before it completely sets. And just like that, you can also go into like the back here and add a little bit more acrylic just to like make it more flush with your natural nail. I'm going to clean up around the edges, of course, with my file later, but I'm just going to go ahead and put all of the rest of them on real quick. I'm not going to talk too much because my neighbor is working on his car and I want to keep my window open because the monomer fumes, I would like them to be ventilated so I don't, get a massive headache. But yeah, there's lots of noise outside, so I'm not going to talk too much. Okay, so here they are all on and set, and I think they're gonna look a lot better once they are filed a bit more because, I don't know, right now they just kind of look bulky and unnatural. So I'm gonna go in and file around the cuticle area and the sidewalls to just make everything look more clean and sharpen up all the edges and everything, just so that everything looks super sleek and not so like clunky. Also, it's really funny because I keep forgetting that this glitter white is glow in the dark every single time I use it. I will like walk into the dark and my nails will start glowing blue and I'm like, what? And then I just like get super excited all over again. Like it's the first time I used it or something because I always forget that it's glow in the dark. I didn't mean for it to be glow in the dark, but I think that a whimsical glow in the dark set is like even better because like fireflies and like pixie dust is like kind of like glowy. So, yeah. They look so much better now that they're all filed. They look so clean. I love them. Okay, I think the first thing that I want to do is, where is the cat eye gel? Aha, this is the cat eye gel. Okay, I think what I want to do is on all of them. Okay, actually, I don't know if I'm going to do it on all of them, but I'm definitely going to do it on a few of them. I want to do a sort of like ombre glitter nail with like a cat eye French tip, because y'all know I like doing the cat eye French tips. So I think what I'm going to do the RG02. I'm going to do that first, which is this one. It's the rose gold glittery one, but it has like other little different colors of reflection in it. You can't really tell on camera, but they're there. So there's that one. And I'm going to take out my little ombre brush because I think this will definitely come in handy. It's like the easiest way to make an ombre. All right, so I'm just going to apply this pink glitter to the top half. Glitter gel polishes are usually super easy to ombre because it's not really a color, it's just a glitter. So you don't really have to like fade out a color. You're just fading out glitter, which is really easy to do. So just taking the ombre brush and kind of like dragging it down. And I'm going to add more at the top. And drag it down very lightly. I also want to make sure that the sides aren't going to get too bulky because I'm going to do more layers up at the top here. So I'm just going to take a little wipe and kind of like wipe like that. Oh, that was totally out of focus, but look how pretty it looks when it's blurred like that. Sorry if I keep going out of focus. It's really hard to stay in focus with my camera settings right now because it's only like a super small area of space that is in focus, but it also makes it look very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. I love how it like ombres from the rose gold glitter to like the iridescent glitter. So pretty. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the cat eye gel. Oh, that's not the cat eye gel. Now I'm going to go in with the cat eye gel polish. And again, I'm going to ombre this the same way. This is like super duper transparent, so it's like barely even noticeable, but I'm going to add it to the top half. And I'm going to take my ombre brush. I barely even wiped it off from before because like, you know, it's all glitter, so who cares? And I'm just going to drag down lightly. Once again, it's like super easy to ombre because you can't really go wrong since it is so transparent. I'm not going to actually use the magnet on the first layer. I'm going to go ahead and cure that. And like I told you guys in my last video when I unboxed this new lamp, I'm testing it with the long nails. So yeah, I'm just going to stick it in there. So I will let you guys know how this lamp works out with the extra long extensions because I know when I tested it out in my other video I just did little nubbies. I'm actually super impressed with the battery life though because I did not charge it after I did my nails last time and it's still 100% battery, which is kind of insane. Okay, now I'm going to add another layer of the cat eye gel and I'm going to ombre it down the exact same way that I did before. And then on this layer, I'm going to try to create the French tip with the cat eye gel. So they sent this really big magnet to me as well in the package. And this is the biggest magnet that I have ever had for cat eye gel. So we'll see how it works, if it works like any better. So the first thing I'm going to do is basically just try to like get all of the pieces, I don't know what you call them, like just get all the magnetic little pieces sort of like in the center. And then once they're all in the center like that, you take the magnet and you push up. It's very hard for me to tell in this lighting, to be honest. Okay, that didn't really work. Let me try again. This time, instead of using the cylinder magnet to like push them down to center, I'm going to use this little rectangle one. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So, what do I do? What do I do? I'm going to cure it. I'm going to cure it. Actually, I'm going to flash cure it. I'm flash curing it real quick so that the pieces don't move. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I don't know. Is it good? I think that looks pretty cool. It's not perfect, but it'll do. So I'm going to give it a full cure. Okay, I actually really like how this turned out. It looks a lot cooler, like just in regular lighting, I feel like. So you'll definitely be able to see the real like epicness of it in the end shots. I almost feel like I should just do that for every single one of them because it's so pretty. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it for every single one of them. And then, or should I? Ooh, I don't know. I really like it. I just feel like it's a nice design that just like looks nice if you do it on all of them. So I'm just gonna do that ombre cat eye gel French tip for all of them now. And then of course I will use some of the other gel polishes and stuff to do more artwork and stuff on top of this base. I do have a couple ideas for like some cute 3D accents and stuff, and maybe I'll use some charms. So yeah, towards the end of last year I was so burnt out, but I've just been trying to like take it more slow and like enjoy the little things in life, like nature or like making good meals, drawing in my sketchbook. And I'm so happy that I've gotten back into drawing in my sketchbook because it's such a nice way to just like give my mind a rest because I'm like focusing on doing something, but I'm not thinking too much. I'm kind of just doing whatever happens. And I feel like getting back into more like drawing, my inspiration that I get from my drawing also gives me inspiration for like nail art that I want to do, and it just makes me feel like creating more. I feel like just like letting my creativity out in like different outlets like that. And in the past I would draw a lot in sketchbooks, but I kind of stopped because it became sort of stressful because I was always comparing myself to other artists and feeling like the art that I was creating just wasn't good enough. Because I feel like with like drawing and art, like stuff like that, everyone's styles are so vastly different, and it's really easy to just like compare your style to someone else or like compare your artwork to someone else's and be like, oh my goodness, I wish that my art looked more like that, or like they're so much more talented than me. It's just like it gets to be kind of a lot. I actually used to have a art Instagram, which I don't even know if I have access to anymore, to be honest. But so like every single time I would create art, it was just like kind of for the fact that I was going to be posting it on social media, which I feel like when you do that, it just kind of like takes the fun out of creating art. Definitely for me anyway, because I just like am so bad with comparing myself and feeling like everything I do is not enough. This time around with my art in my sketchbook, I'm going to try to keep it more of like just a thing that I do, not for social media. I just want it to be a thing that I do for myself because it's fun and I love drawing and like expressing my creativity that way, and like just finding inspiration through doing art. Just like drawing in my sketchbook again, even like has just made me more excited to like make videos and do my nails more because like, I don't know, I just like, I have more ideas and I just like the creative juices are flowing again, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I might like, I'm gonna try to do like a weekly vlog, like more of just like a weekly chill vlog, like just kind of more like low key, but hopefully still fun to watch. And maybe in like those vlog videos I will like show you guys some of my sketchbook or art process and stuff, or like what I'm drawing and what tools I'm using and whatnot. Let me know if y'all would be interested in that. Potentially if I ever finish my sketchbook, because I'm really bad at finishing sketchbooks, but maybe if I ever finish my sketchbook, I will even do like a sketchbook tour video. I think that would be fun to just like do. But yeah, we'll see where my drawing takes me this time. Because in the past, it was like something that I just always did. It was like one of those hobbies that I always came back to, but I stopped doing it for a really long time. Well, kind of ever just since I started doing my nails. I just like got super stuck on trying to grow my YouTube channel. This year, I'm trying to just focus more on like growing myself as a person and not so much on like physical like YouTube channel and like success in like physical ways, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm just trying to like slow down a little bit this year because being burnt out like I was at the end of last year was just not fun. It was just really not great. It was not a good feeling at all. And I really just like never want to feel that way again, at least not anytime soon. So yeah, anyway, sorry for that random tangent. But yeah, let me know if like seeing drawing content in like my vlogs every now and then would be something that you're interested in. But, you know, I'll probably be doing it anyway because it's just like something I want to do. But, you know, let me know. Because if a lot of people want to see it, then it'll just like encourage me to do it more. You know what I'm saying? So here they all are with like the French tip ombre cat eye gel situation going on. And honestly, I was like really liking it at first. And I like it. It's pretty, but at the same time, I kind of regret doing it on all of them because I feel like it's gonna be really hard to do like different kinds of nail art on top. And they're definitely gonna end up just looking like super busy, but I don't know. I'm really hungry right now, so I'm just gonna go eat something and I'm gonna think about it. And then I'll come back with my belly full and hopefully I can do something epic with these. Okay, I think I was kind of feeling not so great because I was feeling really pressured to use like all of the gel polishes or like all of the things that came in this set. But I think I really just have to like let go of that because nobody made that rule except me. And I just have to do what my heart is telling me to do for these nails. So the first thing I want to do, I was on Pinterest and I saw this really cute picture of like this kind of like fairy core jewelry aesthetic, and it caught my eye because of this adorable flower charm with the swirl in the center. So I think I'm gonna use this as inspiration and I'm going to try to create some sort of like a similar flower on my ring finger. And I'm gonna use this milky white solid non-stick gel from Born Pretty to do so. But I was trying to figure out how to make like that swirl in the center, and I think I had a marvelous idea, I think. And that is to use one of these little stars in the center, but first paint a little swirl onto it. So I think I'm gonna try to do that first, just to see if it's possible. I'm gonna use a really tiny piece of putty. I'm gonna hold it on this nail stand with that. Look at that little itty bitty star. So cute, so chubby. I love it. And I don't know what color I should use for the swirl though. I was thinking black, but now I'm kind of thinking, well yeah, I guess we should do black. I am going to use some of this black liner gel from Nail Reserve. Just gonna put a little bit of that on my palette. Or a lot. That was definitely way more than I needed. Oops. But I can just scoop some back in to the bottle. Boom. And when you're doing with nail art with more like little itty bitty details and not just straight lines, it's always better to use a teeny tiny brush. So I'm just gonna use this one and I'm just gonna try to create a tiny little itty bitty swirl on this star charm. And I'm not gonna talk much because 100% absolute concentration. Okay, actually this liner gel is not gonna work. I don't think. It's not thick enough. So let's try this one instead. And this liner gel is also from Sweetie Nail Supply if you've never seen me use it before, because I use it all the time. It's the D-Gel X Ginny liner gel. Okay, I think that that's actually adorable. The lines are definitely not all perfect, and I think I'm gonna end up going over it with a second layer, but I'm gonna give this a cure because I think that's really cute. Lately, I've also been trying to like see the beauty in imperfection, or just like doing things in your like own way, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Like imperfections or like wobbly lines and stuff, just because it doesn't look like it was literally printed by a printer doesn't mean that it's not perfect, because like all the little imperfections and the things that make it look like it was done by hand makes it beautiful as well. You know what I'm saying? So even though this swirl isn't absolutely perfect, I think it's really cute. perfect. So cute. And then I'm not going to top coat it or anything because it'll just get top coated when I top coat the whole set. So I'm just going to put this aside for now. And I'm going to work on the flower itself. So I'm just going to get out a medium-sized, whatever that means, piece of this solid nail gel because I don't want the flower to be too ginormous. I want it to be pretty small actually. And then I'm going to use my little silicone tool to roll it into a little snaky. And then I'm going to chop it into 5 equal parts for the 5 petals. And then I'm going to use the same silicone tool to roll each of those little 5 parts into a little ball, a little sphere. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to be working on my ring finger now. I'm going to make sure it's clean with some isopropyl alcohol. In my experience, the solid nail glue gel doesn't tend to like stick very easily to the nail if you've wiped off the sticky layer. So I'm just going to add on a tiny bit of this non-acid pH bond. So it's basically just like a gel primer. And gel primers, I don't typically use them in my prep anymore, but they're really good for just like adding a sticky layer back onto your nail if it's like helpful, such as this situation. I don't want to put a whole nother base coat, so I'm just going to add some primer. And now I'm going to stick on all the little spheres and make them into the little flower petals. Okay, that's so cute, but I definitely did not center it onto my nail, and that's gonna bother me, but I don't think I care enough to redo it, to be honest. Yeah, that's really annoying. Look at that. Oh well, it's fine. Great, so I'm going to put this little guy in the center now, and hopefully it brings it all together. Okay, I think that's actually really cute. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cure that bad boy on there and stop second guessing myself. And I think that's pretty cute. And I think it'll look even better once it's top coated. But I kind of want to see what happens if I add like one of these like inks or watercolor nail polishes, whatever they're called, like to the petals. So I think I'll try to use this like lighter pink one, R105. And I'm just gonna like add it to the petals. Oh, I forgot that this doesn't, like, this dries. So I was kind of just putting it on like, oh, if I don't like it, I'll just like wipe it off. But this stuff dries. I wonder if I could probably wipe it off with alcohol, but actually I kind of like how that looks. Yeah, I feel like that makes it like fit into the rest of the set more. I kind of wish I did the swirl with like white gel polish though, but that's okay. Nice. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and top coat this. Okay, now that there's black on this nail, I feel like all the rest is like off balance. So I feel like I need to add some black to some of these other nails. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm just going to add some like cute, hopefully cute black stars to the middle nail. Just to add some cute little touch of black. Right now, I'm low-key kind of feeling like I may have ruined this set, and I'm not feeling too great about it. But we'll see what happens, because I don't know, I feel like the black kind of ruined it. It's just not what I was thinking of in my head. It's definitely not as like ethereal and like whimsy as I wanted it to be. It's feeling more like punk or like grunge now. But you know, that's fine, because you know, who says there can't be a punk grunge fairy? All right, that would be me. All right, I am the punk grunge fairy. Also, the Nail Reserve liner gel is so much easier for drawing the stars than the D-gel was. I think the D-gel liner gels are definitely more made for like really small details. I am having to use 2 layers though of the Nail Reserve one, but that's okay. Using my non-dominant hand definitely doesn't make it much easier, but you know, we're finding the beauty in imperfection, so it's fine. I think I'll take this opportunity to try to use this like glitter ink stuff. I kind of want to just like add a dollop of it to the middle of like the stars. Maybe just the whole star, to be honest. And then once that is dry, I'm just gonna add the top coat. Okay, I think I'm just gonna add some like simple little like line and dot details to the pointer finger and the pinky, kind of like you see in a lot of those like Y2K sets, just like the wispy lines with the little dots. Just super simple. I don't know, this set is like slowly growing on me, but it's definitely not what I like had envisioned going into this set. But like I think that's just part of growing as an artist. We just experiment with things, and sometimes it doesn't always come out exactly as you want it to, but maybe in the end you find that you actually like it how it turned out. And even if you don't, at least you experimented, because if you're afraid to experiment, then it's really going to stunt your growth as an artist, I think. Yeah, and we're all artists, okay? Art is not just drawing. Art is nails. Art is literally however you express yourself, like journaling, doing your nails, making jewelry, literally whatever you do, crocheting, whatever, it's art. And anything, if you're like trying to express yourself or convey a certain meaning or feeling through whatever you're doing, I think it can be art. So, you know, I had a math teacher in high school who used to tell us that math was art. So, yeah. Basically, the point that I'm trying to get at is don't be afraid to experiment. With this set, I kind of experimented a little bit. I'm not really liking it at the moment, but I think it's kind of slowly growing on me. I think I might just have to like look at it in different lighting, but we'll see what happens. Also, I feel like as an artist, like honestly, you shouldn't be liking every single thing that you create, because then I feel like you're just like playing it too safe. You gotta create some things that you don't like to figure out what is your style and what is not, and what works and what doesn't. Don't be afraid to like do a set of nails and try something different and not like it. You know, that's just all part of the growing process. And we're all always growing. So there's my little, you know, advice nobody asked for the day. So I ended up adding some like water droplets with my Ivy Fix gel, just because I guess I was just not feeling like the Y2K lines were enough. But I'm actually kind of liking it now. Maybe. Anyway, for the thumb, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off with a nice, cute, magical black swirl with my zigzag gel. I'm going to use a liner brush to do it, so I'm not going to be squeezing directly out of the tube. It's just a lot easier to use with a liner brush. Also, I want to give you guys an update on how the lamp is working. It's working really, really well, even for this extra long length. It's curing everything completely. So I think I'm going to continue to use it as my main lamp. The only time I would switch back to my like full lamp where it's like has a reflective bottom and you stick your entire hand in it is if I was going to be doing polygel, especially the lazy girl method. Especially with like the more opaque colors of polygel, I feel like you definitely need to have like it cure from the bottom and all around all the different angles, just since polygel is like so thick. But I do not use polygel very often, so yeah. I'm sure that this lamp also works well with polygel. I haven't tried it yet, but you know, just like thinking and using my common sense of what I know about polygel and how gels have cured in my experience, I would prefer to use a much like more heavy duty lamp for polygel. I decided that making the swirl like the whole nail was just too, I don't know, basic. So I added some of those little dots and I actually I'm obsessed with how this nail turned out actually. And honestly, I feel like it might bring the entire set together. So let's just give it a quick top coat. I love trying new products because I feel like it really forces me to try to do things that I wouldn't usually do or like normally do, like those inks. I definitely wouldn't have used them in this set if they didn't come in the set, but I feel like I really like the variation and like the dimension that they added to some of the nails, so I'm really happy that I tried using them. And I feel like there's something that I want to try to experiment with more in the future as well. So I'm really trying hard not to buy things right now, and I'm trying to like save money after buying so much like gifts and stuff and like just spending so much money during the Christmas season. My bank account is kind of suffering at the moment, but it's okay. I'll be fine. I live at home. There's not much I have to worry about. So I'm just trying not to spend too much money on nail supplies. But yeah, those inks are definitely something that I would like to experiment more with in the future. What is that? Are you kidding me? Dude, I knocked this nail with like my brush, I guess, when I was using the zigzag gel. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Bruh. Whatever. It's not that noticeable. Or is it? Whatever. It doesn't matter. So here are the finished nails. I'm actually quite happy with them. I think they're cute. Okay. This is like a goth fairy set. Alright? A gothic fairy grunge set. Because that is the fairy that I would be. But anyway, cuties, that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot and I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you so very much. I hope that you are having the most amazing day, night, week, life. Sleep well if you're going to sleep, cutie. I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye!